Hello guys, it's Willie from YouTube, and this is another Guess Who's Mad and Guess Who's Glad video. And today we're going to be talking about Donald Cheadle. This is the guy from War Machine, if you remember, from Iron Man. He's also done Hotel Rwanda, Ocean, I believe 11 or 12, I don't know which one it is, but he's done a lot of films. And it just came out recently from Wanda Sykes with her big mouth, revealing to everybody in the world that he was never married for 28 years and now has secretly gotten married in 2020. And with this, because of this revealment, a lot of people are upset, especially women, lawyers, and the government. That how is it that this guy has a girlfriend for 28 years and never got married? And I'm going to tell you why these three people are mad that he never got married. And I'm going to tell you who is glad that he never got married. And then I'm also going to tell you why he got married later on. Why wait for 28 years to get married? Now, we all know marriage nowadays is not a requirement for a lot of relationships to exist. And especially in the black community, is almost rare, which maybe 10 to 20% of black men and women are actually getting married. So why is this so shocking to hear that someone had to wait 28 years to get married? And I'm going to tell you why. Now, first of all, we got to look at Donald Cheadle's age. For this 56 years old, and the wife, who is Bridget Cutler, her age is 52 years old. And they have two daughters at 26 years old and 25 years old. I'm telling you the ages because it's very important to this story. Now, you see, the reason why he never got married is because Donald Cheadle want to remove a lot of the middleman tactics that take money out of your pockets. And also you want to keep the lady honest. You know, you say love doesn't cost a thing. But of course, when you're rich and famous, love costs, and it costs a lot. Even for people that are not even rich and famous, love costs a lot, and it costs a lot more than you think. Because remember, if you get divorced, which happened with 60% of these divorces, and a lot higher in the black community, which is almost 70-80%, you could look at 50% of your total asset up for debate, and then you have child support, and then alimony if the lady was accustomed to a rich lifestyle. Now that she's not married to you anymore, she's gonna be broke because she ain't got no skills. Then you have to take care of her also in the form of alimony until she can find another man. Most likely she won't, because she wants the alimony to keep coming to her. And also, in some states, not only will child support continue after 18 years old, some of them will say that it continues until those children get a post-secondary education. That's why I mentioned the age of 25 and 26 years old. See, Donald Cheadle waited until the children were over 18 and got their post-secondary education. So now that he gets married at 2020, the lady is 56 years old. 52 years old. Donald Cheadle's 56 years old. And, you know, suppose they do this marriage and it lasts for 5 years and they get divorced. And this divorce takes another 2 to 3 years for it to be complete. By the time it gets completed, 10 years will be wasted and they're going to be at retirement age. So there is no point of really getting divorced. And also, even if they do get the divorce, he doesn't have to do child support because they're all over 18. They're over 25 in some states, so he doesn't have to worry about that. And also, what is the point at this time to really do the 50-50? By the time he gets 60, he's going to be probably retired from doing films. So his income will be a lot lower than expected. So really, there is no incentive for her to get divorced. And this is why brothers don't need to get married. Also, even if you do still want to get married and she keeps nagging you, then you need to do the prenup, postnup. Because, you know, child support, of course, you know, that's a responsibility for both parents to take care, so can't really debate that. But you want to make sure that you're not getting screwed in times like these. So what can I say? This brother is very smart to do this. Not even entertain marriage for the last 28 years. And because he was a high value male, and this lady knew that she could not get another man like this. And you see, as long as she act right, cooks and clean and suck dick, as long as she keeps her honesty, keeps her femininity, keep herself checked in line, then she's going to enjoy the high value men as long as you check yourself. But then when you get married, like a lot of these people, gold diggers, get married, once they say I do, they don't have to do nothing anymore. They don't have to do any of the cooking and cleaning. They don't have to give up any of their sex. They don't have to do none of that. And then they wait, 70 to 80% of the women, when they had enough for you, and say, I'm not happy. That's when they want to divorce you, take half of your money, and then move on to the next guy. This entitlement. And that's because they have the trimenity on their side, which is the government, the judgment, and the policeman to use against you. So now we need to look and find out, why would Donald Cheadle now get married? It wasn't because the 28 years of nagging to get married was so strong that he had to do it. No, because, as explained before, even if they got married, got divorced, by the time the whole process goes through, they'll be in the retirement age. So he's thinking about the future and who is going to be his power of attorney, his executor, to take care of his finances in case he becomes incapacitated, and also to secure the woman to stay with him at his side to take care of him, and also vice versa. So now when he gets elderly, becomes incapacitated, then that's when he has his living will, and then he has his spouse, and not the government trying to take over as a public trustee, trying to come on in and try to say that she's also incapacitated. He wants to make sure that it stays in the family. This is generational wealth he's trying to secure in the family, to make sure that the middlemen, such as lawyers, the government, are all trying to get in his pocket. So that's why he wanted to wait until he was, getting to the age of retirement, to look at the future, to secure someone to take care of him and to watch over his asset and make sure his children are taken care of, which that is a living will, and also the spouse can enforce that will to make sure that the interpretation is correct. So that's why, brothers, Donald Cheadle has the right way of doing this modern family, as you like to say, is don't get married, and make sure that if you're in a common law state, then you want to move to a state that's not common law, and then become a family there, and have love be the middle ground and not money, because marriage, they give them too much incentive to get divorced. So with that out of the way, you know that it's only about love, and love doesn't cost a thing. But when you do get married, love does cost a thing. You see, you got your $300 lawyer that's gonna get his cut. You got the judgment that's gonna get his court costs, and then you got alimony, and then you got child support also. So you see how a man can lose a lot. So that he's got the right way of this modern family, and this should be a great example for people, the modern men and women, to adopt. Anyways, guys, this is one from YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.